Smart entrepreneurs have been taking advantage of this little marketing hack since the early 1900s, and you don't have to work more or even offer anything better or different than anybody else to dominate your industry. All that you have to do is focus on what everybody else is ignoring, and that thing that everybody else is ignoring is hiding in plain sight. Now, look, I've made over seven figures online in my business with just one digital product doing a little over 900K. And I did that because I understand this very simple, basic, fundamental, and it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to break down. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare to learn something that is so easy to do to generate you so much more revenue, by all means, go watch that video about some celebrity gossip and continue to choose to do things the hard way. That is your right if that is what you want to do. But back in the day, like way back in the day, I'm talking like late 1800s, early 1900s, there was this guy by the name of Claude Hopkins. And Claude Hopkins, he basically revolutionized the whole marketing industry. A lot of the things that he implemented are still used in today's day and age in marketing. Like, this guy is responsible for getting people to brush their teeth all around the world. Believe it or not, it used to be a day where people didn't brush their teeth. His marketing for a certain toothpaste company got people to believe that getting plaque off of their teeth was a good thing to do. And they didn't believe that until they started to see Claude Hopkins marketing for the toothpaste. And here's a little life advice. Never listen to the opinions of people that don't floss their teeth or scrape their tongues, because their opinions stink. But back in the early 1900s, every single beer company was trying to be seen. They were all fighting for position, and they were all trying to grow their business through the alcohol industry by selling beer, right? And they all used the same exact bottle. They were all these brown bottles where the glass was brown. And the glass was brown for an actual reason. The brown glass, it basically filtered in any light that was to hit it, just to keep the beer fresh. There was actually a scientific reason why beer bottles were brown, to keep the beer inside the bottle actually fresh and protected from the light. But nobody was actually talking about the bottles, and every single beer company used these same exact bottles. So what old Claude Hopkins did, he was working for this company. I believe the company was called Slicks or something like that. But the name of the company doesn't matter. But what old Claude did was that he started to talk about this process of having the brown bottles to filter in the light to keep the beer fresh, when no other company was talking about the bottles, even though every single company all was using these same exact bottles. Claude Hopkins, he made an entire marketing plan just about the benefits of the brown bottles and how the brown bottles keep the beer fresh, and it became the company's USP. And if you don't know what USP stands for, it stands for unique selling point or a unique selling proposition, something that makes you or your product unique amongst the marketplace. Now, even though this wasn't a unique thing of their company, because every other beer company all was using the same brown glass bottles, it became unique to them because he was the only one for this particular company talking about the glass brown bottles. It became unique to them, and people wanted to drink Slick's beer because the perception of it was that their beer was fresh, and it was fresher than every other beer company because they had the technology, or they were using these brown bottles to keep the beer fresh, even though everybody else was using the same thing. But he chose to make it his USP because nobody else was talking about it. And this beer company became the largest beer company in the entire country at that time. Now, I know you're like, oh, how can I equate this to my business? You're over here talking about some dude way back in the 1800s and 1900s talking about beer. Well, my friend, we can do the same exact thing, because what most of the market is doing and what most of your competition is doing is the same thing that all these beer companies was doing back in the day. And they're just talking about features. And when you are looking to grow your business online and make some money online by selling your digital products, you don't need to talk about features. That's what everybody talks about, the features of stuff, instead of talking about the benefits of stuff. No features, yes benefits. So if you're wondering what is the difference between features and benefits, features are basically things. Features are things. And you don't want to talk about things. People do not want things. So if I take this to the digital world, or if I talk about our digital products, let's say that we have an ebook or we have a course available. The things or the features of somebody's ebook will be, oh, it has this many pages, or it has this many words, or it has this many chapters, or my course has this many sections, and it has this many hours worth of content. People don't give a damn. They don't want things. They want benefits. And if you're wondering what is a benefit is a result, a solution, or most importantly, and you'll make so much money if you just focus in on this, a transformation. That is it. That is the key. Everybody else is talking about the features of their product versus talking about the benefits of the product. They're talking about the features of the product instead of talking about what the result of the product is, instead of talking about what the solution of the product is. Because the only reason that anybody is going to buy your product from you is firstly because they feel like it, because people buy off of emotion, then they justify for logic, and because it solves a problem in their life. As entrepreneurs, we are only in the problem-solving business, period. So what is the solution that people are going to get, and what is the transformation that they're going to get from purchasing your product? This whole game is simply about taking people from their current situation to where they want to be, which is a desired situation. And that is it. What is the result? What is the transformation? If I have a weight loss product, for example, people, they do not care how long the content is. People do not care how many pages the ebook is. What is the result that they are going to get from consuming my product? What is the transformation that they are going to get? If I say, and I focus in on saying that you will lose 20 pounds in 20 days, and I focus in on that, boom, okay, they know the result and they will purchase that because they want to lose the 20 pounds in the 20 days, not because of how many modules the course has, or how many hours of content that the course has, or how many pages or how many words that the ebook is. And you will make so much more money if you focus in on getting people their actual transformation in less time. You're actually scaring people off when you talk about all of the features. Because once you start to talk about all of the features that your product has, a lot of the times it scares people off. A lot of times it looks intimidating. People, they think and they stick their chest out saying like, oh, my ebook is this many pages, 150-page ebook, and it has this many thousands of words. And you're thinking that that is making your product sound so much better. But if it's going to be the 7 steps to losing 20 pounds in 20 days, somebody would much rather get that solution or get their transformation in 7 pages than 700 pages. People want to get there faster. That's why, even if you just think of just the society that we live in today, right? A lot of people, they have this instant gratification. We live in a microwave society. That's why plastic surgery is such a big deal nowadays, because people will much rather get the instant gratification of the plastic surgery and deal with a little bit of pain, but they'll look how they want to look in a short period of time versus how long it'll take to actually work out and change your nutrition and sleep well and hydrate properly over months and months and months and months. It's the same thing with your products. Now, I'm not saying that you have to deliver super fast transformations, but you need to be able to condense everything in a package that looks appealing to people, to whereas you just focusing on getting people these results, solutions, and transformations with your products. And that's how you get numbers coming in online in your business, like all them that you see on the screen right now. So if you're ready to make more working less online from stuff that you already know with a digital product, go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this credit at the top community. For weekly coaching for myself, all of my exclusive trainings, plus a private community of entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only $47 a month to join right now. That's less than a cup of coffee per day. So click the link down in the description to tap in, and I'll see you on our coaching call this weekend. But this guy, Claude Hopkins, a lot of the stuff that was working back in the 1800s and the 1900s are the same exact things that are working today. When you focus on the actual foundations, when you focus on the actual foundations of things and don't get confused and distracted by all the shiny stuff that's out there, The foundations and the principles are always going to work until the end of time. And everybody's out here trying whatever is the new quote unquote marketing hack or the new marketing trick or whatever the newest popular guru was talking about, or what I like to call them the flavors of the month. They're just hot for the moment. They're just trends. And you don't want to hop on the latest trends or the new flavor of the month. You want to build on the foundations and the principles of everything. One of my favorite Kobe Bryant stories, Kobe Bryant, this is around, I believe around like 2009, 2008, 2010. Whenever it was, Kobe was like hands down the best basketball player in the world. And he was hosting this summer camp. And there was this youth coach, and he was working the camp, and he asked Kobe if he could come and see Kobe work out in the morning. So he showed up to the gym at like 4 a.m. to watch Kobe Bryant work out. And he said Kobe worked out for like two and a half straight hours to the point of exhaustion. After the workout, Kobe asked the coach, "What'd you think of the workout?" And the coach was like scratching his head. He was like, "Man, Kobe, I appreciate the opportunity to come and watch you work out, but no offense, you did the same exact basic fundamental stuff that I work on with children, with 10-year-olds. And Kobe looked him in his eyes and he said, "Yeah, why do you think I'm the best in the world?" Kobe worked on the simple fundamental principles and the foundation of his game to the point of exhaustion every single day. You do that for 20 years straight, then people wonder why he can do all of the fancy stuff. It's the same with business and it's the same with entrepreneurship. When you work on the foundations and the principles of stuff every single day and you have the foundations and the principles of stuff down, that is why you can do the fancy stuff. But what most entrepreneurs don't understand, and especially beginning entrepreneurs, none of the fancy stuff grows a business. It is the boring foundational principles done time and time again consistently over time that breeds results. So something as basic and simple and fundamental of talking about the benefits instead of talking about the features, I'm telling you, you will make so much money with it because nobody, or a very, 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 very small percentage of people, and these are the people that are actually winning, focus on the benefits instead of the features. And they focus on delivering transformations to people because remember, it's all about just taking people from their current situation to their desired situation. And they create environments that make people feel like buying because people buy off of emotion, then they justify it with logic. So go ahead and click the link down in the description if you want to tap into the community. And I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. And now that you know the thing that like 99% of people are not focusing on, go ahead and check out this video right here on how you can actually grow and scale your business online without any ads or any followers. It's crowded at the top.